didn't really look at our spending very closely. This is extremely dangerous and I do not recommend. So I feel like the number on the scale, for me personally, is never a good measure of health. My dad called me and was like, I have a problem. And I was like, what's your problem? That's a side tangent I didn't know that I would be going on in this clip.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering what it's like to feel your skin. I will keep on trying till you give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more. You leave me hanging, begging for more. Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist to be a little risky and go for it, cause I want you close.
Hello friends, same spot as this morning, but slightly more put together. Today is March 2nd, and our final February paychecks have been processed, so I haven't talked about this in a little bit, but at the start of every month, I like to do what I call the finances, where I take a look at our accounts, our joint checkings, our savings, our credit cards, what needs to be paid off, we have to write the rent check, all of that stuff. So I carve out a little bit of time at the beginning of every month to look at all of that. So I thought we could do it together on the vlog today. I'm gonna show you guys very specific numbers or bank accounts, obviously. But I'm gonna walk you through exactly the process that I do whenever I'm looking at everything, because I never used to do this. Like when we were back in Stanford, so right when we graduated college to well into Seattle, I wanna say, we didn't really look at our spending very closely or our savings or putting away extra savings or anything like that. So when I started doing it and it felt like a true reward, it's like a reward, I found that I was saving more and I was a lot more on top of everything, and it feels really good. So hopefully this encourages any of you guys to just look at your monthly finances, because I know I didn't before, but now I do, and I absolutely love it. So the very first thing that I do is take a look at our joint checkings and see the total amount that is available there. So I write down that amount, and then from that we are going to subtract out the rent check, and I physically write the rent check when I'm sitting down doing my finances. So that is a no-brainer. I do not forget, and I know that that one is done and mailed out. So the total checkings amount minus rent, taxes that I have to put away because taxes are not taken out of my paycheck because I'm not a W-2 employee, I'm a 1099 employee. So anything that I made across the month, I take 25% of that and I make sure to shovel that away into savings for when we do our taxes. My credit card and Jack's credit card. And for those, we pay off as much as we possibly can, if not all of it. So those four things from the total joint checkings amount is what I subtract out. And then whatever is left over, I subtract out a certain amount that I want to keep in my checkings account. I never want to just take the complete total left over and just shovel all of that into savings, because then I won't have any money left in checkings for any sort of spending before we get paid halfway through this month. So I always have a cushion within my checkings, and also for kind of a rainy day if we need access to any sort of cash in emergency situations. It's not an obscene amount, but it is a good cushion for those reasons. So after I've subtracted out those four expenses that I talked about from checkings and I get my leftover sum, I minus out what I want to keep in my checkings account, and that gives me the total savings that I can shovel away, and that is true savings money. And from there, it can get a little more complicated because finances are just very personal depending on what you want to do with your money, whether it's investing, putting your money into a high yield savings account, a regular savings account, whatever, but that lump sum at the end is for saving. If you haven't looked at your monthly finances for all of February yet, I totally encourage you to do so. reason that I forgot to mention why I like to do the finances towards the beginning of every single month, besides keeping good finance hygiene, is not starting to spend the next month without having moved around the necessary finances of last month, if that makes sense. For example, tonight is Wines Day. You guys know that I love our Wines Days. Our Wines Days are Wednesdays, and it started in Seattle with our best friend Ilya, and we would either go out to eat, get takeout, but whatever it was, it involved either wine or a craft beer of sorts or our favorite mixed drink, just something to kind of break up the week, because Jack and I don't necessarily have a lot of drinks throughout the week, but Wednesday is an exception, at least for me, very much so, and I look forward to them a lot. But for tonight's Wines Day, we're going to a place called Bird & Co. in Portland. It's so good. It's Mexican. It's got the most delicious sweet potato tacos with this avocado crema. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. My mouth is watering thinking about it. But I don't want to go out to eat and start spending like restaurant money or anything like that before I get my last month's in order, because then it just kind of like mashes up against each other and you don't know where the cutoff was, and it's just like, in my mind, it's a whole mess. That's another reason I like to do it at the beginning of the month. But speaking of Wines Days though, I am so excited to introduce you all, to show you all my newest obsession. And what is that obsession, you all might ask? Does it have to do with wine? Oh, I don't know, probably. This is extremely dangerous and I do not recommend. I feel like it is very fitting to talk about this with you guys next to my coffee machine as well. Coffee and wine, like it just makes sense to me. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you already saw me talk about this latest obsession. And that latest obsession, my friends, is called Bright Sellers. Bright Sellers is not paying me specifically to talk about this in this YouTube video, but full disclosure, I am affiliated with them, but guys, this is the easiest affiliation that I could ever have agreed to. Like, come on, it's wine. You guys know that Jack and I are huge fans of picking out new wines when we go to the grocery store. We've vlogged it a few times. It's one of our favorites, but the only issue is that sometimes, because we're just trying to find like a new bottle of wine, spread our horizons, try a new one, we don't always get it right. We've definitely missed the mark on bottles before. So sometimes we just want somebody to pick out the good ones for us, and that's where Bright Sellers comes in. Bright Sellers is a monthly wine club that matches you with wine that they think you'll love based on a super simple wine quiz, and it's all at an amazing value. It was honestly so fun unboxing my very first box of wine. It came with 4 bottles, but we have already enjoyed one of them. It was so good. But one of my favorite parts is that it came with all of these like tasting cards, so I can see this being such a fun thing to do with my dad, or if you're hosting yourself a little wine party or a wine and cheese party or charcuterie board party. Oh my god, dream. Because on the back of the tasting cards, you can see all of the information about the specific wines, what flavor notes you're gonna get, what region of the world it's from. And although I just love tasting some wine, learning about it has been really, really fun too. I could go on and on about all of the great things about this service, but I think another top tier one is that I don't have to leave my house. The wines get delivered right to my door. After you've tasted all of the wines that came in your box, you can go online and rate each one so that the algorithm can intake that information and apply that newfound knowledge to when you're ready to order your next box. I will leave a link in the description for 60% off of your first 4-bottle box of wine. Keep me updated on your favorites, which ones you like the best, so that we can talk about them, but also so that I can request them in my next box. Oh, hi friends. It's a few days later and I find myself outside the main mall, specifically for Old Navy. On my way over here, I had myself a nice jam sesh with Taylor Swift's All Too Well 10-minute version, and this is your sign if you haven't blasted that alone in your car recently. Here's your sign to do it. Before I tell you guys what I'm going in to Old Navy for, I just wanted to give an update. Not that you can see these leggings whatsoever, but these are the leggings I got from Amazon, the $25 leggings. This is the first pair that I got in a size medium, and I put them through the wash for the first time. I believe I washed them and dried them. I did not just like lay them out to dry, because I figure if $25 leggings need to be air dried, I'm probably in the long term not going to do that. I just know myself, so you might as well just see how they do earlier on, you know? But you guys, when I put them on again, it was as if I was putting them on for the very first time again, if not better. They're softer now after going through the wash. I didn't know it was possible, but I still cannot get over the fit on these and the price that these are. So if you haven't snagged a pair, I will leave them linked down below. There's so many colors. I'm a massive fan. These are actually my favorite leggings alongside my Lululemon Align leggings. Like, I just can't believe that I didn't know about these sooner, so I need to shout it from the rooftops. That brings me why I'm going into Old Navy. So not to pat myself on the back or gloat too much or anything, but your girl here has been hitting the gym 3 times a week for 10 weeks. And I laugh because I never thought I would say those words. I swore myself off as a gym person. But honestly, shout out to my husband Jack, because he has me on this program. He like put everything together and I have all the exercises. I literally go into the gym with him and he tells me what to do, and it's been life-changing. If you ever want to know exactly what I do, how many reps I do, what I do each day, just let me know. I would be happy to share exactly what that is, because I want to give this gift of strength. I feel like that's the only way I can describe it, is strength to everyone. I set out wanting to work out more consistently, not to lose any amount of weight. I actually don't remember the last time I've stepped on the scale. And I always tell my doctor to not tell me how much I weigh when I step on the scale, because I find that the number on the scale is it's just so arbitrary, you know? There was this trend going around on TikTok recently, or like in the past few months or so, where women were kind of showing themselves in workout clothes or their bathing suits, and they were saying like how tall they were and how much they weighed. And the amount of different bodies out there that weigh more than others but look like they don't, and vice versa, it's just so crazy. So I feel like the number on the scale for me personally is never a good measure of health for me personally. So when I set out to just be more consistent in the gym, I really set out to just want to feel stronger and want to just see myself growing more muscle in general. And honestly, the side effects of going to the gym, my mental health has been great. I sleep so much better. There's just so many good things about it, other than just going there to look a certain way or to lose a certain amount of weight. That's a side tangent I didn't know that I would be going on in this clip, but that brings me to why I'm at Old Navy. So I have been picking up little bits and pieces of workout clothes that you guys have seen over the past few months, but not like a full wardrobe necessarily. It's just a few pieces to get me through as I prove to myself that I am going to the gym consistently and it's worth investing in some workout clothes or just getting some more pieces. So I've got a good amount of leggings, but I just don't have a good amount of tops. I have that top from Lululemon that my brother got me for Christmas that I love so much, but it is a purpley color. And I feel like with my colorful leggings that I now have, the purple and the color is just, that's a lot of color for me. You guys know I love my neutrals. So I feel like when I'm wearing colorful bottoms, I need a neutral gym top. And I just don't have a lot of those. I don't have a lot of workout clothes in general. So I'm heading into Old Navy to just kind of hold me over. I have plans to make a bigger purchase of workout clothes later this month, because that's something I like to do. I like to make lists of things that I have been wanting, so I know what I want to purchase in the month, going back to what we were doing with our monthly finances earlier. So I'm planning on that later in the month, but just to get me through, I just need something white-ish, cream, maybe black. I have a lot of black in my wardrobe. It's just not my thing. But something that's long sleeve and maybe like a cropped sweatshirt. Like that would be ideal. I feel like between that and my purple sweatshirt top and my bottoms that I have, I'll be all set to mix and match and make some good outfits before I make the bigger haul later this month. All right, let's go in and see what they have. top I ended up going with, and when I set out to get just a neutral cropped workout top, this is what I had in mind exactly. I thought I'd be able to find something like this super easily at Old Navy because I saw something online and it said it was in stock at that location, but no such luck. And then I went to Aerie, and everything there is just all for their swimsuit lines and everything. They turned like summer. There was no workout tops besides like maybe some sports bras or something. I tried a couple sports stores. I just started roaming around the mall, and then I came across H&M, and I remembered they have a basics section, and I just love this one. I literally fell in love with it. I got a size large so that I had a little more room in the shoulders, just a little more room to move around in general. I never want to feel constrained necessarily when I'm working out, but it's literally perfect. The other options that I had that you guys saw me try on had fleece inside of them, and although I liked them, I just knew once I started working out I would just be like a sweaty mess. Like, fleece doesn't really do well with me when I'm in the gym. But this one, I don't know if you can tell the material, it's not fleecy, it's just kind of like a sweatshirty material underneath there. I love it. I'll leave it linked down below along with these leggings in case you ever want to match me. I love when I match people. I never feel like anyone is copying my outfits whenever they're wearing the same thing as me. I just think it's so cool. So I'll leave these linked down below for you guys. But otherwise, my friends, it is time for us to get on with our Friday, and I was actually talking to Dad in the car, and Jack is taking a 3-day weekend. So one of the nights this weekend we're gonna spend up at my parents' house because he called me, my dad called me and was like, I have a problem. And I was like, what's your problem? And he was like, I just got a new wine shipment and now I don't have enough room in my wine cabinet for all of these bottles, and I don't have someone to help me with this problem. And I was like, let me talk to the boy and we can see what we can do about that problem. So that'll be really fun. I'll make sure to vlog the bottles that we end up trying, our dinner and Dingle Diner, and all the cozy vibes. So if you are new and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure to do so down below because we upload videos here every single Wednesday and Sunday and occasional Mondays. It used to be Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, but I find I just have a lot more to vlog when I'm uploading 2 times a week, and the quality can just be a little bit better because it's just not so many vlogs, you know? But anyway, make sure to subscribe. Everybody do not forget to give this video a big ol' thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one, my friends. I'll see you later. Bye!